So AGT, America's Got Talent. I have some friends that unfortunately think I'm too controversial. But I'm not controversial enough for America's Got Talent, ladies and gentlemen. America's Got Talent highlighted this channel. And so I'm going to play you guys the America's Got Talent spot, and then I'm going to tell you guys the backstory, because there's actually like a point to this. There's an important point to this, that if you're looking at doing YouTube or anything like that, there's a very, very important point to this that I think everybody can extract value from. So my buddy Dustin Tavella won America's Got Talent a couple years ago. And Dustin is a friend of mine. And this is a little highlight reel that they played before he did his performance the other night. So let's jump into it. Pause it. There I am. What are you doing? Pause the frame.
I missed it?
There you go, baby.
Whoa.
Do you understand how many text messages and DMs I got about this and tweets I got about this?
Really?
I would say no less than 25, no more than 75. Deep personal text messages,
wow.
Personal DMs on Instagram, people tagging me in the DMs, and people tweeting me. That's just people I know. That like were like, oh my gosh, we saw you on there. So there I am on America's Got Talent.
There you are.
Zach was the one who cleared it. Tell us the backstory of how you cleared it.
So I opened up my email one day. It was a gloomy day. And, you know, the day wasn't looking great. We were down in the dumps a little bit. Just grinding. Not because we're sad, just grinding.
Uh-huh.
And then, I check my phone. As I lift my phone to my face, I read an email from a woman that says, I'm from America's Got Talent. Now, I approached it two ways. We get many emails that are complete scams.
Mm-hmm.
And because this was somewhat reputable, I decided to give it a further look. When I opened it up, it was like the third follow-up. They were like,
Zach dropping the ball.
We coming down to the deadline. This is my last chance to reach out. Let me know if we can premiere your thing. And I was like, oh, this was a God moment. He gave me the notification. Pling. I checked the email and I signed the waiver.
How many other things have you missed?
It's nothing. There's actually nothing else that I've missed. I've never missed anything.
America's Got Talent got you on the third email.
Hey man, that's how you do it though. Even America, like some people are like, man, Ruslan didn't reply to me in the first email.
Yep.
And I was like, even America's Got Talent got to hit us thrice.
3 times, bro. 3 times.
So yeah, Zach almost fumbled. I definitely almost fumbled.
You almost fumbled the bag.
To be fair, yeah, I definitely almost. I mean, there was no bag.
Yeah, that was the first question I had.
You said, "Is there money?" I was like, "No, bro. It's for homie Dustin's highlight reel."
Yeah, I was like, "Are they gonna pay us?" And he's like, "No, it's for the homie Dustin's highlight reel." Now,
there's like Netflix in my email right now.
Yeah,
just being like,
bro.
"Hey, we really want."
They really wanted me to interview me in the next gospel movie documentary, the American Gospel Part 3. Yeah. Zach's just not reading the email. If you ever reach out and I don't get back to you, blame Zach Sparazzo. Hey. Okay, so here's the application point. One. Check your emails.
Yeah.
Because the initial email from Dustin came when Monette was still checking the contact email. And she caught it. She forwarded it to me. We connected right away. And he had been a watcher of the channel for a long time. And Dustin loves Jesus. So one application point, as you start getting a little bit of buzz, check your DMs, check your emails. You don't know who might be in those DMs. You may not know who may be in those emails. 2, try to find genuine opportunities to build relationships with people. This is so undervalued in the creative space because everybody's trying to get something from someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are certain people that you need to just be homies with that, like, there may never be anything from that someone. Learn to just be homies with people because so many people are reaching out, are having people reach out to them and they don't really know how to like just be friendly and like just to connect. And so like me and Dustin like genuinely just connected and just built a friendship. We would chat, we would text frequently, not frequently, but like every now and then we would check in. and pop on FaceTime, see how he's doing. And that led to not just me being on America's Got Talent, that led to like us going, him hooking us all up with tickets to the show on the Strip. That helped us with, I mean, that was like, and then like, not only that, but like he hung out after the show for hours with us. Like he's like a really, really, really solid stand-up guy, right? But if you are moving through this content space, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, and you're only concerned about the content and not about the relational aspect, you're gonna play yourself, man. And I don't mean like from a business standpoint. I mean from like how awesome of a human is Dustin to just kick it with.
Yes.
You know, and there's a lot of folks like that I just end up intentionally trying to build relationships with and hanging out with. And it's not always 1 for 1 equals 2. It's not always like if I do this interview now, 2.5 years from now, I might be on America's Got Talent. Like it's, you know, and granted, it was only for a second, but it's more so like take time to smell the roses, right? Like take time to just enjoy the people that God sends your way and the relationships that come, and just genuinely clicking with somebody that I think oftentimes we undervalue because it's not always quantifiable. You know what this is, Zach?
What is it?
These are soft skills. I could teach somebody all the technical stuff.
Yeah.
I could teach somebody how to stream, how to chop down their streams, how to use Final Cut Pro X, how to get topics, how to do all that stuff. But some things are soft skills, and it's like emotional intelligence versus like head knowledge.
Yeah.
Like you some of this stuff you just got to work through being more social with people.
Yeah,
and building
that's
relationships with people. And that's difficult for a lot of people.
It's hard for me, man.
Here's a hack. When you're trying to build relationships with somebody, stop trying to build relationship with the guy and treat the person with them better than you treat them. Like don't treat them like crap, but like go above and beyond to treat like the person they brought along with them as well, if not better than the guy.
Totally.
And oftentimes people try and build relationships by going to the guy and they don't care about the people around the guy that are right next to the guy that everyone looks past because they just want to talk to the guy.
Wow.
But those people
I feel so seen.
are so connected. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Right? So like if somebody was trying to reach out to me, the actual move, before you ever DM me and ask me for a favor, the actual move would be to like sign up for Patreon and then try to get a hold of you. But that would actually be the move in terms of like relationship building and networking. And I hate that word networking.
Yeah.
Right? And then you then go into like, how can you literally solve a problem for them? How can you find something that they maybe need and help them solve that problem, help them fix it, you know? And I think, and not in a way to try to get something back, like just genuinely in a way of like, I connect with this person, or I feel like I can connect with this person. Everybody's going to this person, but if I can connect with this person, then, you know what I mean? You have to know how to reach out, because if you are like Duncan saying like, I can come and help with the stuff I do on my end, like, that's an actual value thing. You know what I mean? Like that's actually really valuable, and he's close, versus someone that's like, hey man, can I send you some beats? Like, no, I don't need any more beats, bro.
No.
I don't need any more beats, you know?
Yeah.
So having value to add with a reach out and having a genuine connection, like really paying attention to something. I'll give you guys a very practical example. I connected with Patrick Bet-David, not directly, but through Adam Sauce. I connected with Adam Sauce because I thought he was the only sensible one on that podcast at the time, when it was Gerard, Patrick Bet-David, all these people that were like super on the fringes of like borderline conspiracy land.
Yeah.
And Sauce was like the only one that was like, cool.
Yeah.
So I would literally just DM him and just be like, bro, I loved your take on this. And I'll be very specific. You said this, this, and this. You nailed it. I loved your take on this.
Yeah.
And so like, you get enough of those DMs and eventually folks reply. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, yo, come to Florida. I come to Florida. First time in Florida hanging out with Sauce. The first time I meet him, the first time I meet Patrick Bet-David. I wouldn't have been able to meet Patrick Bet-David had I not spent 8 months just priming a DM relationship with Adam Sauce. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's like, so even when you reach out, like having something interesting to say that's different than everybody else. In a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Yep.